In the heart of a bustling city, in a country known for its vibrant culture and diverse people, a wave of discontent had been growing. The government had recently passed a controversial law that restricted freedom of speech and assembly. The law was seen by many as a step backward, a threat to democracy and the people's right to voice their opinions. In response, a grassroots movement began to take shape. It started with a few activists, but their message resonated with many. Soon the streets were filled with people of all ages and backgrounds, united by a common cause. They called themselves Voices Unbound. Maya, a young university student, was one of the movement's leaders. She had always been passionate about justice and equality, and the new law felt like a personal affront to everything she believed in. With her sharp mind and charismatic presence, Maya quickly became a prominent voice in the protests. The day of the largest demonstration arrived. Thousands gathered in the city's central square, holding signs and chanting slogans. The air was electric with energy and determination. Maya stood on a makeshift stage, her heart pounding as she looked out over the sea of people. But as the demonstration continued, tension began to rise. A line of police officers, clad in riot gear, approached the protesters. The air grew thick with the possibility of violence. Maya felt a surge of fear, but also a deep resolve. She knew this moment was crucial. Remain peaceful, she urged the crowd through a megaphone. We must show them the strength of our conviction, not through violence, but through our unity and courage. As the police advanced, the protesters sat down in unison, linking arms. It was a powerful, silent statement. The police hesitated, seemingly unsure of how to respond to such a peaceful, yet defiant act. The tension was palpable, and for a moment, it felt as though the world held its breath. Then, something unexpected happened. One of the police officers stepped forward and removed his helmet. He looked around at the crowd, his eyes meeting Maya's. Slowly, he put down his baton and walked away from the line of officers, joining the protesters. A ripple of shock ran through the crowd and the police ranks alike. One by one, more officers followed suit, choosing to stand with the people rather than against them. The protest ended peacefully, without a single act of violence. The government, faced with overwhelming public pressure and the powerful image of police officers joining the protesters, was forced to reconsider the law. In the days that followed, the law was repealed, and the government promised to engage in dialogue with the people. Maya and the members of Voices Unbound knew the struggle was far from over, but they had won an important victory, proving that peaceful protest could bring about real change. The city returned to its daily rhythms, but the memory of that day remained a testament to the power of unity and the unbreakable spirit of those who stood up for what they believed in. Protest is a civic right and should be exercised when necessary. Most importantly, it must remain coordinated, peaceful, and message-driven.